Atlanta 911 operator 6074.
I need somebody. Make your even way right now. Please, I think my wife was murdered. Tiffany! Tiffany!
When I first got to the neighborhood, I could see Mr. Pugh standing in the street. He looked frantic. He kept repeatedly saying that his kids are in there, that his wife's not answering the phone. We drew our firearms and entered through the garage door. We moved from that ground floor level up the stairs where there was 2 juveniles sleeping in one of the bedrooms. We ultimately got to a closed door that led to a bedroom. And then we found the victim.
It was pretty obvious to me that she was killed by gunshots. There was a bullet hole in the wall behind her, and there was blood everywhere. When talking to Mr. Pugh, he had no tears. I was able to do some research and find out that the East Point police were called to his house on a domestic disturbance in January of the same year, in which a gun is involved. At the time, officers on the scene learned that the marriage was coming to an end. Tiffany was going to be looking for an apartment. She was leaving him. That could be a motive. This is Lieutenant Buchanan. I appreciate you talking to us.
Oh, it's no problem.
They say you're a big DJ?
I am.
Pretty good?
Very well. I mean, I was DJing about 20 years.
Mm-hmm. If you would, just give me your start to finish version of what happened.
I go into the house. When I go into the house, I look in the dining room. Mm-hmm. Then her door, because she usually sleeps downstairs on Saturdays because I work late. So I said, Tiff, babe. So I turned on the light and I just saw a body. I said, babe.
Did you notice anything when you saw her?
It just was like she was sleeping.
Uh-huh.
I mean, again, it just was a body. I did not go and say, babe, I did not do that.
Okay.
I didn't notice any blood or anything. I just
okay.
Just there.
He admitted that he turned on the light. There's no way he couldn't have seen blood had he turned on the light. Her body would have been 5 to 8 feet total away from the light switch. At this point, we don't believe we're getting the whole truth.
I looked and I just ran upstairs to check on the kids. I called her, she didn't move, I ran upstairs.
You know, you told her on radio dispatch, I think my wife is dead.
Right. I mean,
why would you think that? Because you called her name. You had to see she was shot, sir. You had to.
I understand you have to ask these questions, but I'm not your man, brother. I'm not. I am not your man.
The truth always comes out, so I don't have to be anybody. And the biggest thing that helps is you have a video system, and we're going to go through that video system left and right. So if you're telling the truth, I mean, you don't have anything to worry about.
I'm trying to figure this out just like you trying to figure it out.
Andre had camera on the right side of the house, left side of the house, on the porch of the house, 2 on the back side of the house, inside the foyer of the house, but the shooter was able to evade all video cameras in the house.
We believe the person who had to have committed this crime knew the house and knew how to avoid all the surveillance camera systems. In the video, there was this black car that kept circling the block. And the reason why we know it was the same black car is because her front light was out.
Tommy Jackson, Tiffany's dad, had expressed some concern about her safety and wanted her to leave a little bit sooner than she did. And he said, hey, I don't know if you know this, but Andre has a second cell phone. During our initial interview with Andre, he made it very clear to me that that was his only cell phone.
Is that your only phone?
Yes.
Once we found that out, I obtained search warrants and went to Mr. Pugh's house to secure that second cell phone. We do an extraction of the data and found out that between the 2 cell phones, there's some missing deleted texts before and after the murder from someone named Adrian Harley.
We learned Agent Harley is the best friend of Andre Pugh. So he had a position of trust with Andre. The cell phone towers showed Andre and Adrian traveling together towards the home right before the murder. Then it also showed Adrian's cell phone circling the neighborhood around the same time that we saw that black car with the driver's side parking light out in the surveillance video.
My plan was to go see the car, get his cell phone, and then continue my investigation. Do you have your phone with you?
I have my work phone, yes.
Okay, can I see it?
No, you can't.
Okay, I've got a search warrant.
Okay, take it out.
Can you stand by just a second with Sergeant Walters? I'll be right back. Once I started explaining to Adrian Harley that I needed to take his cell phone, his facial expressions had changed a little bit from cordial to a little bit apprehensive.
You can keep on with all the attitude you want.
I called
Okay,
you, sir.
you told me you were nowhere near East Point the night of the murder. Okay, I've got you on video at the murder scene. Okay, I got you on
If you say
your
so, I
cell
would love
tower.
to see it.
Okay,
Yes,
your
sir.
cell phone was hitting the cell tower at the murder location. Okay, that's why I'm here.
While we were waiting on the tow truck to come and tow the vehicle, you could see that the running light on the left side of the car, the driver's side, was out, which matched the video that we had. Parking light working, driver's side not.
Smoking freaking gun.
Is it okay to talk about what's going on?
I don't know anything. I'm just straightforward. I don't know what the situation. I do not feel comfortable speaking about that without a lawyer because I don't know anything.
All right, fair enough. On the way to the interview room with Andre, he blurted out that Adrian had killed Tiffany before I was even able to get a chance to record that interaction. Okay, say that again. He came up to Club Onyx.
Right, to work.
And did what now?
Well, he came in the booth. He hugged me.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Listen, I killed your wife." I'm like, "You said what?" And I was just dumbfounded.
Your reaction, if someone came and confessed that they killed your wife, would not be, "Oh, why'd you do that?" I knew it was a lot.
I want Mr. Pugh to keep talking to me because the more someone talks, the more they end up incriminating themselves if they're involved in a crime. All the text messages from the day of the murder, that time frame around there, have been deleted from your phone.
And that's what I don't understand or know how or know why.
I'm just...
Why would I delete my text message?
Because you set up your wife to be murdered and you don't want the detectives who are about to talk to you to find them.
You could have found them because there was nothing in there saying, "Kill my wife." I did not.
Then why delete them?
I didn't delete them. That's the crazy part.
Andre, the truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. There's nothing left for me to get. I have all of the evidence. I can show the jury he is a compulsive liar. It comes so easily to him, it rolls off his tongue, and he's gonna have to pay the price now.
Murder for hire. That's what police say a husband, Andre Pugh, also known as DJ Awesome of Club Onyx, and a hitman, Adrian Harley, carried out within this home as his wife wanted to leave him. They say the two men staged it to look like a burglary, but police say Pugh's account to police did not add up.
How could you destroy yourself and your family? How could you do that? But knowing that we got a conviction in both cases, I feel that as much as justice can be served, it's been served.
Their actions were evil, and now two children are left without parents. It's beyond tragic.